The wild is full of beauty, but also full of danger. Some animals might look harmless, even cute, but they can kill in seconds. Today, we're recounting down the top 10 most dangerous animals in the world based on how deadly they truly are. Top 10 list, Zoo 030, 630. 10. Cape buffalo. Where do you think we'll start our list? Of course, here in Africa, the Cape buffalo is undoubtedly one of the most feared animals here in the bush. And all across Africa, the Cape buffalo is known as the Black Death among hunters, because the buffalo is known to charge and goring people without warning. Cape buffaloes are very aggressive and unpredictable, and every year they kill around 200 people in Africa. The Cape buffalo, together with the African elephant, the African lion, and the African leopard, make up the so-called Big Four game animals of Africa. These are the four animals that every hunter wanted to hunt before they died. So next time you find yourself going on safari in Africa, beware of this animal. Number 9, cone snail. Moving from Africa, we now take a look at the cone snail. You may be thinking, a snail? How deadly could it possibly be? Well, what you have to know about the cone snail is that it is one of the most beautiful creatures in the sea. The sea snail looks so pretty, but just one touch from its harpoon-like tooth will send you into eternity. Yes, the cone snail's tooth actually shoots a deadly toxin into its prey. Just one drop of this venom can kill 20 grown men. The cone snail is found in the warm seas of both the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. They are mostly found near shallow waters, especially where there is coral. And fun fact, scientists are now studying the venom of the cone snail to develop new medicines and painkillers for humans. Number 8, golden poison dart frog. Now, wouldn't this little guy just be so cute as a pet? But if you think so, then you'd be dead wrong. This tiny frog packs a punch that can knock out 10 fully grown men. The golden poison dart frog is only found in the jungles of Colombia, and it is considered to be the most poisonous creature in the world. Their skin oozes a poison that melts human skin. Indigenous tribes of Colombia used to use this poison to tip their blowgun darts when hunting. If you want to see one of these frogs in real life, then make sure you head over to the Golden Poison Dart Frog exhibit at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. But don't try to touch it. Number 7, box jellyfish. Australia is no stranger to deadly animals. From spiders to snakes to crocodiles, you name it, Australia has it. But did you know that one of the deadliest animals in Australia is actually in the sea? The box jellyfish has one of the most painful stings imaginable. It can cause blindness, paralysis, and even death. The box jellyfish is transparent, which makes it almost impossible to see in the water. Many swimmers mistake it for something else and end up being stung by it. This causes excruciating pain, paralysis, and eventually death. Each year, the box jellyfish claims around 100 lives in Australia and Southeast Asia. There's really no rhyme or reason to their sting. They just like to do it. Number 6, African elephant. Elephants are majestic creatures. I mean, who doesn't love elephants? They're super cute and super intelligent. They're also one of the largest land mammals on Earth. That's why it comes as a shock that the African elephant can be so vicious. Every year, the African elephant claims over 500 lives. They are highly intelligent and self-aware, but sometimes they can be plain mean. They are naturally territorial animals, and if you invade their space, you're gonna get stomped. They can run 3 times faster than humans and are capable of jumping over 2 meters high. So when an elephant charges you, literally nothing can stop it. Fun fact, an elephant's trunk has over 40,000 muscles. They're so strong they can lift up cars and toss them around like toys. Number 5, saltwater crocodile. Here we have another Australian classic, the saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile has the strongest bite force of any living thing on Earth. They can drag a full-grown human underwater with ease, and just like the African elephant, they are also incredibly territorial. These guys are not messing around. They wait patiently for their prey to come close enough and then strike in milliseconds. Every year, hundreds of people are killed by saltwater crocodiles in Australia and Southeast Asia. If you decide to swim in crocodile-infested waters, well, you kind of deserve it. Number 4, hippopotamus. Now let's take a look at the hippopotamus. You may be thinking, a hippo? Really? I mean, they look so slow and clumsy. But did you know that the hippo is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa? They kill around 500 people every single year. Hippos are surprisingly fast on land and in water. They are extremely territorial and aggressive. When hippos feel threatened, they rush towards the source of the threat and gore it to death. They prefer to stay in water because that's where they feel safe. So if you're swimming in a lake and you see a hippo, then get out of the water immediately. In fact, never go swimming in a lake if you don't know if there's a hippo in there. Number 3, tsetse fly. The tsetse fly is one of the most scary animals in Africa. This insect kills indirectly by spreading the parasite that causes sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness is a deadly disease that affects humans and can be fatal if left untreated. Tsetse flies are found in both sub-Saharan Africa and the Congo River Basin. These flies are very aggressive and attack humans and animals indiscriminately. After feeding on blood, the tsetse fly regurgitates some of the blood back into the victim's skin. This is how the parasite enters the body. Once inside, the parasite quickly travels to the brain and spinal cord. There, it begins to multiply rapidly. As the parasites continue to reproduce, they begin to obstruct the flow of cerebrospinal fluid. This leads to inflammation of the brain and spinal cord. If left untreated, the disease will eventually lead to death. The good news, however, is that sleeping sickness can be cured with a simple course of antibiotics. Number 2, mosquito. You know that old saying, "Don't be such a scaredy cat"? Well, when it comes to the mosquito, you should definitely be scared of it. Even though it's tiny, the mosquito is one of the deadliest animals on Earth. Over 1 million people die each year due to mosquito-borne diseases. Mosquitoes are vectors for many deadly viruses, including malaria, dengue, Zika, chikungunya, and West Nile virus. These diseases claim hundreds of thousands of lives every single year. In fact, malaria alone kills over 400,000 people a year. That's over 1,000 deaths per day. It is estimated that over 700 different types of diseases are transmitted by mosquitoes. These include diseases that affect both humans and animals. When a mosquito bites a person, it leaves behind a bit of saliva. This saliva contains proteins and other chemicals that can trigger an allergic reaction. Some mosquitoes also carry diseases that can be passed along through their bites. For example, malaria is caused by a parasite called Plasmodium. This parasite is transmitted through the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. When a mosquito bites a person, it injects saliva into the person's bloodstream. This saliva contains the parasite. The parasite then makes its way to the liver and begins to reproduce. After several days, the parasite leaves the liver and infects red blood cells. This is where the real damage begins. The parasite multiplies inside the red blood cells, eventually destroying them. This leads to anemia and other serious health problems. Number 1, humans. We save the best for last. What could be more dangerous than all the other animals we've already mentioned? What could be more dangerous than a mosquito, or a crocodile, or an elephant? The answer, humans. Humans are the most dangerous species on Earth. We destroy everything in our path, causing war, famine, environmental destruction, and we're driving other species to extinction. Humans are killing each other, other animals, and the planet itself. I don't think there's any other species on Earth that could even come close to how destructive humans are. That's it for this episode. Sometimes the most dangerous creatures are the ones we overlook. From tiny insects to massive beasts, nature is powerful, and it's up to us to respect that power. Which of these animals surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more wild wonders. See you next time.